Every machine that is built has a standard of operation that if you go against it, the machine will either not function or will spoil completely. That's the same thing for human beings. Everybody has a value that if you go against it, is either they detach from you, they ignore you, or they react in a negative way. Okay, so what is your value? It is one step to knowing who you are going to marry. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl there, Jane. And without wasting much of our time today, I'm going to be talking about one question that has been bothering the minds of some single ladies who are yet to figure it out. And that question is, how do I know he's the one for me? Before we go ahead, welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, we share value and more value. Okay, so first thing first, I'm not here to give you template of the man must be this or that or must be this to become that. No, that's not why I'm here. I'm just coming here, I'm just here to point your attention to things you should look out for, things that will be a source of conviction for you. First is, who are you? Understanding who you are, understanding your values, your purpose, all those things are a guide to making a choice of a life partner. What is your standard of operation? Every machine that is built has a standard of operation that if you go against it, the machine will either not function or will spoil completely. That's the same thing for human beings. Everybody has a value that if you go against it, is either they detach from you, they ignore you, or they react in a negative way. Okay, so what is your value? It is one step to knowing who you are going to marry. Okay, now that you have known your values, you have put your values in place, you have put your life in order, you know your standards, what you will take and what you will not take. Let's move on to your purpose, your career. What is your role in life? What are you in this life to achieve? Are you here to do business? Are you here to preach gospel? Are you here to be focused on the career pathways, the white collar jobs and all that? All these things are what you look at for. What is your plan in the next 5 years? These things is what will guide you. They are what will guide you to making the choice of a life partner. For instance, if I have a call to venture into growth, career wise, I won't go and get married to somebody who wants a stay at home wife. That would be me destroying my career by my own self. Okay, so what does this person, what am I in this life to do? What are my goals? What do I tend to achieve? This will also give you a direction, give you a focus, help you sieve out suitors coming your way. Now the next thing is, what do I want in a man? Character. You will look out for character. You will look out for what this person is made up of. Can I tolerate the excesses of this human being? Because I'm going to be spending the rest of my life with him. Can I tolerate him? Is he somebody that will speak and I will listen to? What do I really want in a man? Do I want a man who will just come massage my feet and pamper my ego and all that, let me have my way all the time? Is that what I want? That is also what you should look out for in anybody you are considering getting married to. Okay, now do you need somebody that will push you to become the better version of yourself? That is what you will look out for. You won't look out for anybody who is less aspire about life. You won't go and marry somebody who is less aspire about life. Anything goes. You will end up being stuck on a particular level without growth, without becoming the best version of yourself. Now, what will my purpose as a human being need in a spouse? That is what you will consider. You won't just look at the present, you won't just look at now, you will look further into the future. In the next 5 years, if my purpose is demanding that I become this, or if my purpose is demanding that I do more of this, what role will my spouse play? What role will I need my spouse to play? So I will now ask myself, this individual I'm considering for marriage? Is he willing to play this kind of role in the future? Now, the next thing is character. You don't want to marry somebody who is out of character. Okay, you don't want to marry somebody who is going to frustrate your life with bad character. Listen and look out for how this person treats people around him or her, family, friends, acquaintances, those he may consider smaller than him. How does he treat him? Okay, all these things are important because marriage will not change anybody. What marriage will do is to bring out much more what is inside that person. Okay, now the next thing you have to look out for is this person kind. I've heard people say when you're looking for a spouse, please make sure you marry a kind person. Yes, because things happen inside marriage that you only need a kind spouse. It is only a kind spouse that will help you through the storms. Okay, make sure the person is kind, and not just kind towards you, kind towards others. Kindness is not conditional. So if you feel this person is kind to you and not kind to the next person, not kind to the other person that came in contact with him, just think twice, think it through. You can throw questions, okay, but make sure that this individual is kind. Aside anything, kindness is very, very much important. Now, finally, which is the most important, what is God saying about this man? There are people who hear expressly from God about whom to marry. What is God saying about this man? Is he in the will of God for my life as a marriage partner? Now, that somebody is good does not mean he or she is good for you in marriage. I'll repeat that again. That somebody is good does not mean that he or she will be good for you in marriage. Okay? The person may be good, and if you get married to him or her, your life will be frustrated. It doesn't mean that that person becomes a bad person, but because he or she doesn't fit into God's purpose for your life. Okay, so that's one thing you should look out for. Is the person good for me according to the will of God? What is God saying? Is God saying yes? Is God saying go ahead? Is God saying no? Is God saying let the relationship go? Is God saying let this person go? He is not your husband. Now, this is not to say that there is a particular man that God has in store for you. No, but this is to tell you that there is a kind of man that God has for you according to his purpose for your life. Okay, so don't just rush into getting married to this person because you have weighed everything and you've seen that he is a good man. Fine, beautiful that he is good, he is kind and all of that, but is he the will of God for you? One of my previous video, I mentioned how I refused to obey God in my relationship then, because this guy, he's not a devil, but he was not good for me, and God is telling me let go of this relationship, was telling me let go of this relationship, and I was stalling. At the end of the day, I still left the relationship. So is God saying a go ahead, giving you a go ahead? Is God giving you a go ahead? Some persons go as far as throwing a fleece. God, if this is the husband for me, or God, if this is the person for me, let this happen. It is not really healthy because there are circumstances, there are situations that may make that thing you're using as a fleece occur. And at the end of the day, you find out that it was not God that spoke, but because that thing you used as a fleece occurred. You get what I'm saying? So please don't really, really rely on throwing a fleece, saying, God, if he's the man for me, let this happen. If he's not the man for me, let it not happen. That kind of a thing. There is no authenticity with it. There is no authenticity with it. So instead of throwing a fleece, go to God in prayer. Let him open your eyes, your discerning spirit. Let him open your eyes to see beyond the physical. Only then will you be able to say, yes, God is saying that this is for me. God is saying he is not for me, so I have to let go. I hope you found value. Next thing you should look out for, it should have been part of what the things I said before mentioning God. But red flags, there are people who are good, but because of one particular thing, you can't get married to them. For example, you need a man who can be able to stand firm as the man of the house. Yet you're meeting this person and he's telling you, my mother said, like you guys have a discussion, you agree on something, next moment he's coming and telling you, my mother said we should do it like this. Or he's telling you his friend said you should do it like this. Like he can't make decision for himself. That's a very huge red flag, even though the person is a good person. So look out for those red flags that will endanger your marriage, and know when to run. I hope you found value. And if there is any other thing, if this cleared any sort of confusion in your head, please leave it below in the comment section. And if there is something else you want me to talk about, also throw it in the comment section, and I'll be so pleased to discuss that with you. So I really hope and sincerely wish you find the right person for you, be it man or woman. Okay? Until next time, please stay tuned. Do subscribe to my channel, and please like this video. Invite others to watch if you found value. Thank you so much. Bye.